I grew up United Methodist. And even though I am a PK, people often think that they would say, Tracy, you followed in your father's footsteps. It was actually a parallel journey because my father was a second career pastor. And so all through my elementary school age days, very active in the United Methodist Church, was one that attended Sunday school, and I can remember the many teachers who helped to shape and form my faith, and I always had a desire to be in church. Church for me was a place where I needed to be for several reasons. One is I knew that I was loved. I come from a family with, I'm one of 6 siblings, and as with every family, you have your challenges in the household. And so I would look forward to going to church because it was a safe haven for me. So any and every opportunity I had to be in church, I was there. And there were so many mothers and fathers in the church that just took me under their wing, who helped me grow into the woman that I am today. And I know that I am who I am today because of not just the teaching of my parents, who were very steeped in their faith, but it was also the teaching of those many Sunday school teachers and the youth ministers who helped to shape my faith. I knew at a very young age that ministry was my calling. I did not know what context or what that would look like, how it would play itself out, but I knew that God had a calling on my life. I thought I was going to be a missionary. I did a lot of missionary travel in high school, a lot of missionary travel in college, and even while in seminary. But then I realized that I love to preach. And I also love administration. It's a gift of mine, the gift of administration. So as I was going through high school, I met a number of persons, did not know many women who were ordained. But it was a woman by the name of Janet Hopkins. She was a short, petite, but had a fire in her belly. And I can remember that when I met her at the Lay Servant Academy, then it was called Lay Speaking Academy. I was one of the only youth who went to Lay Speaking Academy. She saw something in me. And she went to my father and said, your daughter has a gift. My daddy was not ready to hear that. But I give thanks to God that my father did not stop me or prevent me from listening and following that call. But he did ask for Reverend Janet Hopkins, Reverend Dr. Janet Hopkins, if she could mentor me, because she would be able to give to me what he could not give me. My mother said that she knew when I was born as a young child that there was a special gifting in my life. So again, being raised in a home with parents who had a deep abiding faith, I grew up with a very deep abiding faith, being shaped and formed by the church, went straight from high school into the North Central College. I ended up majoring in religious studies. But my daddy wanted to make sure that I would have a job. And he wasn't going to just pay for an education that may not land me in a job. So he had me to, of course, take up another major. And so I double majored in religious studies, in sociology, and I minored in computer science. So that way I would have something to fall back on. But little did he know, but me trusting the will of God, what I had to fall back on was the fact that God had a plan and a will for my life. When I went from high school to college, finished college, went straight into the seminary, went to Garrett Evangelical Theological Seminary, and graduated in 1993, was ordained in 1993, and the rest is history. After graduating from Garrett, began serving churches. I've served in cross-racial appointments. I've served in inner city Chicago African-American churches. I served in suburban. I served even in rural while in college. And so life has taken me on many different turns, many different terrain. But I really believe that all of my life experiences, all of my ministry experiences have truly prepared me for where I am today.
Amen. Let the church say amen.